All right, welcome everyone to another broadcast. Happy Monday. Um, this is Miles Debsky from up in Portland, Oregon. We're broadcasting today. Like normal, today we are broadcasting to YouTube, to Twitch, and also to Discord. We got a great presentation today with Nick Hunter on radical FileMaker performance optimization by switching to card style windows. Nick will probably be monitoring our Discord side of things, and I'll be checking out Twitch and YouTube. So please ask any questions, post those in there, and we'll kind of just address them throughout the session. For anyone that's kind of new, we are fmtraining.tv. We have a lot of awesome things available there, different video training courses. We have a bundle that actually comes with our video training and a copy of FileMaker, and then we even have some FileMaker books, some manuals if people like to read rather than watch videos. We have those available as well. Obviously, any purchases through that help us be able to do these free daily live streams. So that's just a little bit of housekeeping there. Richard is still on the road. He's kind of stuck a bit in Florida because of that hurricane. So hopefully he's well there, just waiting for it to pass so he can get back. Maybe in the next week or so. But for now, you got us, and so I think I'm just gonna hand it over to Nick if you're ready to go.
Yeah, hello everybody. So thank you for having me, everybody here. So I still have an issue with my camera. It was working fine 20 seconds ago, and then it went off. And Slack, it worked everywhere, so but Slack. So I don't know why. So no camera, and I will conduct the show today. So okay, so today we are going to redo one session that we did 10 days ago, and I rushed it too much because I didn't realize that there's so many things to say about this. I thought talking about one window wasn't taking so long, and in fact, it does take long. So I realized that I was going too fast, and I couldn't explain enough to people. So we decided to redo it and to split it in 3 sessions. So today we are going to talk about, so let me share my screen right quick here. Okay, and so today we are going to talk about the card style window itself, try to explain why it is important to start learning to use those, because it can make a big difference, and it will make a big difference. I mean, it changed my life completely in FileMaker when that came out. It changed the way I thought about things. It's changed the way how I'm going to how I'm creating my workflow, how I'm streamlining things, so because it was a big missing piece that that we have now, especially when you need to display things that are not from the current context. So that is the biggest change, the bigger change, and the big help that this card style window will give to you. So first, what I want to do, I want to explain you what I want to walk through the different windows that we have on FileMaker available. We have 4 type of windows. Okay, so let me explain what all the windows we have. So to open window, we have one window that you can open using the menu window here, and you create a new window. Okay, so that window here, that style window, when you go there and you say new window, that we call a document window. So this is not a FileMaker terminology. It's a computer science terminology, let's say. A document window is anything. This is a document window. This is a document window. Every kind of window is a document window. When you have something that displays things, and you can move around the window, you can focus or in focus. So this is what we call a document window. Okay, so you can open a new document window in FileMaker, but just go there. But you have other window style that you cannot open with the menu. You need to go to the scripts. A script needs to do that. So let's create a new script here, and we call it new window, okay? And so that's the name of my script. Okay. So the script, let me do something here. So what the script is doing here, hold on. Let me close all of those windows here. There's a lot of things going on here. And there's a lot of window open. Okay. So here I'm going to open a new window here, right? That use the script set new window. And when you click here, you have different window style. So I said we have 4 styles. So I just explained what the document window is, right? So of course, when you do this window style and you open and you use this and you run the scripts here, you open a new window like you do with new window here. That's the same thing. New window or this here, the document window is the same. Okay. Then we have what we call a floating document window. Floating document. So what that means, still opening a new window, right? Let's use another layout right quick to make sure that okay, so it opens a new window. Okay, see, I have a new window here, but this window here, the list view, will always stay on top even if I focus on the window behind it. See, it's always on top. I can move this one, I can move this one, I'm not blocked, I can even enter things. See, this window here is on top. I can even edit fields here, I can click buttons and stuff like that, but that window will always remain on top of the others. Okay, that will always be on top, always. Okay, so that's great when you want to launch kind of, I'm using that when I need to launch previews. And I open a new window and then I let the people to say print, save as PDF, save Excel. So I'm saying, okay, new window, preview, and keep it, always on top, okay, by using the floating window kind of thing. So that's a floating window, stays on top. Now we have the dialog window. So what the dialog window is, okay, so let's say, so I'm opening a dialog window and I'm going to use this car style, no, sorry, this one. Okay, so new window, that's the name of the layout, don't worry about this. Okay, so I'm opening a dialog, okay, and here what happened. So I have a dialog window, so see it open it, okay, hold on, yeah, click here. So I have a new window here, okay, and it is always on top and I cannot click outside, we have, so the dialog, so let me redo that, okay? So what's the name? The dialog window, okay? It's a window exactly like another window, but you cannot go outside of the, you cannot click on another window. You cannot leave that window. It's even I click here, I cannot I cannot even go on the other window behind it. I'm locked, I'm blocked. It's like a dialog. It's like, actually, that's why they call that a dialog window. Why? Because if you use show dialog here, okay? So if you use a FileMaker dialog and you use this window, it's a window, right? It's like a window. We call that a dialog. And I cannot click outside unless I click OK, cancel, whatever. But unless I'm dismissing that window, I cannot click outside. It's blocking, okay? That's why we call that a dialog window. It's like when you say, hey, I want to print this. It's a dialog window. You cannot go outside. That's what we call dialog. Like when you go manage database, that's a dialog window as well, okay? So you have a predefined out-of-the-box dialog window we call the dialog box, the dialog here, the custom dialog on FileMaker. and you can organize with 3 button options and some input fields, right? That's what you can do. But then FileMaker decided, I think it's with FileMaker 6 or something like that, to go and create the new dialog window. So what the dialog window lets you do, okay, it lets you create like a custom dialog, but you use a layout to display. So you have, hold on, here. You have complete control on what you want to display in that dialog window, okay? You can even, so see, for example, I can so create a new window here. That's a dialog. So that means I cannot go outside. So let's say I want now that window, I'm creating a new window. I don't do this. I remove all of this. Here what happened. Now I have this. So what about now that I'm doing this and I'm doing the window, adjust window, and you say resize to fit. So what happened when I do that now is doing this. See, I have a custom window, a custom dialog where I can put whatever I want on it. It's a layout. Let me show you. It is a layout, right? And not this one. It is a layout, and I can put whatever I want on behind this, right? So let's say I want to add here a OK button. I want my own OK button, okay? So I create a button here, and I say OK, and what this do, it just close the window, or we can you can run a script or whatever you want to do, right? So I have my OK button. I can even make it blue if I want. So I have my own OK button, right? So now when I run this, I have this. I have a dialog that I can edit fields, and I have a button that closes it, okay? So that's the dialog. So we run through the document, the floating document, the dialog. So that behind us. So now, so far, do we have any questions here? Miles?
There was just one on Discord. They're wondering, is there a use case for the floating window, or is it kind of...
Yeah, just explain it. Let's say you have a, what's the name? You want to, let's say I want to print that, okay? I want to print that, what's the name? Print, okay? I want to print, and I'm going to create a script for that, okay? So perform script, and I'm going to create a new script here, and I call it print, okay? And I say, okay, new window, floating document, print. And yeah, I want the current layout, that's okay. And the 8 and the top, we don't care. I can close, I cannot minimize, I want the toolbar, and I don't want to be resizable. So I'm creating a new window, floating window. You know, what's the name? Adjust window to fit. That means that is resizing the window to fit exactly what inside the document. And I say switch to preview mode. Okay. Okay. So I'm enter preview mode. So what this script now is doing here. So see, here what I'm doing this. So I print this. I have the preview. This is a window, right? It's a preview for printing, right? But it's still always on top. So then visually you have kind of a connection. You never lose that, you know. Sometimes you open 200 windows here and you don't realize it. You open window, new window, new window. You have plenty of window. So here you have this one in front of your face all the time. And you cannot minimize it and stuff. So okay, whatever you save Excel, you save PDF, you print or whatever, or you close it. You know, so it's not, if you open this the normal way, the document way, here what happened? You print, okay, no problem. Put on the side, is behind. Okay, hold on. I didn't save the script. Oh, sorry. It's the print here. Document here. So if you print that with a normal window, see the window open here, and then you go the outside, you don't even see you have a window anymore. You print again, and then you go outside, and then you print again, and then you go outside, and then you print again. So and at the end of the day, you have 200 windows open, and something that, since we are going to talk about performance, windows and performance, something that you need to know: more window you open, right, and more slow your solution will be. And I don't know if you noticed, some of you have noticed that even if you keep the script workspace open, it slows down the drawing performance, the display performance of FileMaker. I don't know if you noticed that. You know, when you have multiple window open, and this is not a problem, and this is not a FileMaker problem. That's why you have what's the name? That's why most of the application today are one window only to prevent that effect. Yes, script windows slow everything. Yeah. But it's not this. It's because what you need to know. A window like that, you know, and sometimes you can have this open, this open, this open, this open, this open. You know, you open all your scripts, and at the end of the day here, you have something like a 2 miles long list here, and then it slows down everything, because for FileMaker you have all those windows are open. Okay, you open this one, this one, this one. You know, so you need to be economical in the number of window open that you have, knowing that even if you hide the window, and that we are going to see that if you hide the window here, it won't help. You know, the window will be hidden, but the window's still there. Okay, the window's still there. It won't help to hide the window. Hide the window is not making the thing faster. 200 window, 2 miles long. That's 100 window per mile. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love. Ken did the math. He said 200 windows, 2 miles long. Yes, that is it. Okay, so so now let's talk about how window works. Okay, and I have a great demonstration for you. Okay, let's say I have a script. It's a task. We call that task. Okay, it's a task, and so here we are going to, sorry, I need to put that in context. We are going to talk about, you know, when you want to go, you know, when you want to execute kind of a process, you open a new window, you open a new window, you hide it with the -5000, right? So that means what this do? This tries, and I said that, tries to hide the window, but it's not hiding it. Actually, it's not even preventing the display to happen. This is just moving the window out of the range, of the pixel range of the current screen. But let's say you have 5 screens connected to your computer. I have 4 screens connected to my computer most of the time, 4, okay? So, and sometimes you have this -5000 stuff popping up in another window of your environment. Okay, so it's not hiding the window, and it's not preventing the display. It's not preventing data to be displayed. Okay, so what do I do with this? You know, so then so I open a new. I need to do something in another context. So that's what we do. We open a new window with the context we want to go, right? We do the task, and then we close the window. Okay, this is a technique that everybody knows. Sorry for the very beginner. This is the technique we do. So let's explain. Here we are in the context of California. That's the context we are in. The table name is California, and I want my task to be executed in another context. So what we do, instead of leaving the layout where we are in and do the task and coming back, right? We open a new window, we hide it. I mean, we try to hide it, and then we have the loop here going and doing things, right? That's what we do, okay? So, and then we close the window at the end, okay? So the window is here, okay. So, let me show you how bad this technique is, even though I used it like a drug addict before the task, before the car style got invented, because there were no other way to do it. Okay, so let's do something. Let's execute this task in a hidden window. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm clicking here, and here what happened. I want to remind you that that file that I'm using here is running locally in my computer with the SSD hard drive, 16 gigabyte of memory, is top of the line PowerBook, okay, Apple PowerBook, okay, or MacBook Pro, whatever they call it. So so see, I'm running this locally, not on server, not even on the cloud, right? So can you imagine how bad that will be on the cloud, right? It will be like, okay, we can all together, go somewhere. Okay, now it's finished, okay, right? That's finished. He did the task, so it took like forever, right? So let's execute the same task here, the same, with the car style window instead of hidden window. Click here, see what happens. The same, exactly a task. Okay? So let's now do something here that will be interesting. Let's do this. Let's time it. Let's put a timer on this. See, it's exactly the same script. Loop, and I create 10,000 records on the car side window, and here on the hidden window, same thing. Loop, and I'm creating 10,000 records. Exactly the same script. Okay. So now let's go. Let's do it again. Execute the hidden window. So it will be like 41, 42 seconds, something like that. So we need to wait. So, and by the way, I don't know, is my computer crashed? Oh, no, it's not crashed. It's responsive. But what about FileMaker? Is FileMaker responsive? Oh, no, it's not responsive. Oh, my FileMaker, yeah. When FileMaker is doing a long task like that, the system thinks that FileMaker is not responding. So you say, oh, okay, FileMaker crashed. Okay, so let's quit it, right? No. So that's what happened to one of my customers. He said, oh, Nick, we have a problem with the new, 57 second. We have a problem with the new printing thingy. And we created records. We create records, but we never go to the printing. And what I discovered is people were quitting. They were forced quitting the thing, right? So 57 seconds, okay? Now let's do the same thing here with the task on Carlton window. Now I know that something happening. Executing task. Okay, 6 seconds and 59 seconds. Okay, 7 seconds. Okay. So, what happened here? Why it is so fast? And what the advantage of the car style window? you have the same advantage of the hidden window, the same advantage, but instead of trying to hide it, when you're not hiding it, don't even try to hide it. Let's show it. Let's use at our advantage to display a window in the context I want to be. So let me explain. When I use the script with the hidden window, okay, that's the hidden window, I'm going to the layout test. So what the layout test looks like, okay, let's go. The layout test looks like this. It's a table view with records. So far, so good. No, nothing fancy, nothing crazy, right? It's just a table view that should be harmless, right? Let's keep in mind. So this is going to the table test. Let's put on the side. When I use the car style window, okay, I'm going to that layout that point to the same table. They both go to the same, they're both associated to the same table. So when I open that window, and if I open that window, I will end up in the context I want to be. So what is this car style window is showing? This is what it shows. It's a layout with nothing, right? Just showing a text that say, oh, I'm executing the task into the table. So I'm doing this. So you are in the context you want to be, but instead of using a table view, which is the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst in terms of displaying things for what I want to do, which is creating a bunch of records, okay? That's the slowest that can happen, because it tries to display all the records I am creating. So it tries to display all the records, right? Because I am showing them in list view. So what is the list view? You need to know what a list view. A list view is nothing else than showing many records at the same time. FileMaker needs to display this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one at the same time. So, when you create new records, you are forcing the system to generate new data. And so it's not like just reading, it's writing and reading. It's creating a new record, opening the record, set the fields, and close the records. It's a lot of things to display and a lot of things to compute. So when you try, and I put quotes, you can't see me, but I put quotes. When you try to hide the window with a minus whatever, okay, a Windows position, this minus 5,000, you're not hiding the window, you're just putting the window on the side. That's this, See, you see the window here, now you don't see it. It's on another window. It's on another display. Okay. See? No see. See? No. That's what you do. You are moving the window away, but you're not hiding it. So now, just to show you that I want to be honest with you, it's not because the car style window is not the cause. Okay. It's not the cause of making the thing faster. I do the demonstration to you, okay? We are just learning about window today, okay? So let's say I'm using the same scripts, but I don't use that layout. I'm using the same layout I'm using on the car style, okay? So I'm using the same technique, same script, but I'm using the car style window in a hidden, supposedly with quote, hidden window. See what happens? Close this, and close this. Just want to be honest. I execute that script, but now I'm showing the same layout as the car style. Okay. The same time as the car style window. So we say, okay, oh Nick, why do you want me to use car style window? Because the car style window will force you not to do stupid things. The car style window, because you are displaying it, the car style window will force you to be clean. You know, it will force you to just do this. The big advantage of the car style window is instead of trying, I'm putting quotes, trying to hide the window, just show it. Show it. I'm executing something, and you can add. You know, you can add, and I did that on one of my customers. Please wait. You know, I am not crashed. You know, for example, crashed. You know, you can do that if you want, right? You can say that. You say, okay, hey, wait a second, I'm not crashed. Be patient with me. You know, I'm working for you. Don't be mad. You know, so that's the advantage of the car window, the car style window, is help you see to do something and say, hey, I'm not crashed. Don't worry. Okay, I'm doing something for you, and then you leave. Okay, instead of this, you leave the context. You see, you go outside. See, you are unfocused now. The window is unfocused. Okay, and then it will get focused again. This is not great at all. Is not great at all, right? So that the big advantage of the car style window, you combine the advantage of this and you show something, and at the same time, you are forced not to display the thing. So let's do the other way. Let's do the other way. On the car style window, I'm using not a car style. I'm using I'm still using the car style, but I'm using the layout of I was using over there. You will see it will last 40 seconds as well. Okay, let's close this. So see, when you do this, this is what happened. It shows this, and it creates. See, I'm in the car style window actually. By the way, it's just bigger. So it creates. It tries to show. So that's what is. This is what it's doing. It creates a display. It creates a display. It creates a display. This is super slow. Super slow. Okay, so the car style window prevents you to do stupid things. That means things that hurt yourself. Because so far, many of you, I'm pretty sure you didn't even know about that. That because we as a developer, we use a lot of table views, but they are the worst. Okay, so never use a table view to do something like that on the back, on another context like this. You know, it's terrible. Okay, so what do you have a question, Miles?
No, I'm just double checking. Yeah, just a couple people that tuned in recently. Yeah, I think everyone's locked in.
Okay, so this is important. The car style window will help you being clean. Okay, that's why I love the car style window, and that's why I don't. And in the same time, you tell people, hey, I'm doing something for you. You know, I'm working for you. Don't be worried. I'm not crashed. Whatever. You can even have a percentage progression. And you give people the information that something happened. So now, I want to show you something very cool. Okay. I want to show you that FileMaker is based on it's a timer. It's a timing machine. Okay, FileMaker is constantly trying to avoid to display things, and that is good for all the software in the industry. Displaying things, especially today, it's heavy. Why? For example, I'm using here my laptop computer, kind of a screen, and my screen is a 4K screen. So I try to display 4K. Now we even have Ultra HD screen now. We have screens with the quality that we couldn't even dream of before. So the problem is that is challenging all the software in the industry, because they try they have to draw things in very high definition. Okay, so so that's why most of the people try not to display multiple windows and stuff like that, because it is challenging for the software. Okay, so FileMaker is constantly trying to say, hey, he said, launch this. Okay, I launched this. Is this here? It counts until 2 seconds. Okay, 2 seconds, or I don't know. I think it's 48. 48. It's let's say 2 seconds. It tries to count until 2 seconds and say, okay, are you still doing that task? Okay, launch the window. So let me show you. Okay. I'm clicking here the button. This is okay. Let's first of all, what's the name? Let's reset this the way it was. Okay. Okay. So I'm launching this. Okay. Execute task in CarStar window. Okay. So it's going to open the CarStar. Okay. Look how long it takes to open the window. So I click. 3, 2, 1. Click up it, and now it opened the window. So it took a lapse of time after I click the button. I click 1, 2, and it displays. Okay, so FileMaker is waiting before to display anything. It will try to say, hey, are you still doing it? Yes. Okay. I display. You still doing it? You're lazy. Okay. I keep going. Okay. I'm displaying the thing. Okay. So now let's say you have a task that doesn't last so long. Okay. Doesn't last so long. It's very short. I call that the short. Okay. So let's do the short in the hidden windows. Let's say I'm doing the same thing. Short, but on the hidden window. Here what happened. I click, and nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. You click, nothing happened. Okay. Now I'm doing here with the CarStar window. And it did the thing, by the way. It did the thing. It opened this, right? It clicked here. It created a new window. It did the loop. That means 100 records, which is nothing compared to 10,000. Okay. And he closed it. So that's what he's doing. That's why it's so fast, So it did up, nothing happened. Now let's see with the CarStar window what happened. I'm still asking FileMaker to display a window in the front of the layout, right? On this layout, right? So let's click here. Nothing happened. Oh yeah, but because I think I changed it shouldn't. Yeah, it takes too long. Maybe I changed the thing. Okay, what happened here? Oh, yeah. It's because when I was doing my demo last time, that one, So let's say 100, okay, 100, like it is on the other script, right? So those two do the same thing. This is 100 record, and this is 100 record. Nothing happened. And as you can see, I don't even have. I have more of this. What's the name? Cursor thingy here. See, I have more of this 2 times. It's flashing 2 times. See, clack clack. The two clank clank like this, right? And here I have. You can even notice it. It's faster because FileMaker doesn't even try to display the window. So when you have a short action, it won't even try to display the window. So why you want to hide it? You know what I mean? Don't even try to hide. If the script takes longer, like for example, like I was doing before. Let's say the script takes 5,000. It takes longer. Okay, it takes longer. In that case, the same thing but longer. In that case, it waits, it displays, and it's closing. You see, I click, it does, it waits. Okay, oh, okay, you're still running. I'm showing it. Okay, so the car style window will help you to not only you don't have to worry about hiding anything, you don't have to worry of positioning the window. You don't have even because the car style window is smart enough. Let's say the layout I'm using for the car style window, in that layout. Okay, I'm displaying this layout. Let's say this layout is bigger now. It's bigger because I want it bigger. Okay. So I close this. I close it. I don't even go to the script. Notice I'm not even opening the script. And look what happened. The window gets bigger by itself. Why? It's because car style window is smart enough to predefine the size. See here? That is the size of the layout you use here. Let's say I'm changing layout. I want that layout. Okay, now it's here. It's much bigger. 728, 454. If I change the layout again, I go back there. It's 280 and 473. So it's automatically resizing the window with the size of the layout. So you don't have to worry about the car style window. By the way, so do we have any questions here?
I don't see any.
Okay. So either way, nobody cares, or I'm so good, so am I so good that everybody understand, or nobody cares?
They're quickly opening their solutions to change them all to card style.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. So let me explain what a card style window is. Okay, because I think it's important now to understand. I wanted you to understand the benefits of this. So now let's understand what a card style window is. Okay. When you open a car style window, so let's say I'm opening a new window and it's a car style, okay? Here what happened. So I'm opening the card. I even have a script for that. Okay. What happened here? The window is inside. It's a picture-in-picture kind of mode. You know, on your TV, you have the picture-in-picture. It's pretty much the same principle. So you have you have your TV show on the back, and on the front you have you are monitoring the end of the football game, right? So your wife is watching her TV show, and then on the side you're checking, So pretty much it's a PNP kind of technology. It's a picture-in-picture. The window is part of this. Okay, it displays inside this one. Okay, so it creates a new window. It is a new window, but it is not considered as a new window for the system. That's why it's faster. It's faster because it still use the document window here that you are in when you open the new window. Okay, the new car style. So in the car style window, you display a layout. So it can be anything. It can be a layout like that with fields, button. We saw that, right? Also, it could be, what's the name? A list. And you scroll, and you can sort the list. Okay? You sort the list, right? And you can do whatever you want. Delete record, new record, one new record, blah, 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 right? You want to delete the record? So you have all, and you can search inside, okay? You can search inside a cast style. Can you imagine the benefit of this? You can open a cast style, search, and then you close, or you can, pretty much you can do whatever you want. It's a layout. Doing a new window with a cast, doing this, or doing this new layout, new window, and you go to the list. It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing, right? So, and guess what? You can even if you want, I'm not doing it, but if you want, you can even say show the show toolbar. Okay. No, you need to be in the layout mode, or you need to be in list view and something like that. Hold on, let me see. That's the way to show the thing here. Maybe the list view. No, don't remember how you do that, but that's a way. Menu. That's the way. Anyway, so it's a window as any other window you open. Okay. So the advantage of this is that the window is inside this window here. So you have the benefits also so you change the context, but it doesn't feel that you change the context. So when you open this, you could be in another context completely different. And tomorrow I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you how you can even go to another file. You can go to another file that is on another server, right? You will see that. So the car style also allows you to make editing of data much easier. Let me show you something here. Just something quick. Most of the time we have addresses. We have address. We have address, and we have our city, zip or postal code, postal, and we have our country or whatever state. Okay, so we have those addresses here. Okay, and so we have those, and most of the time we display them here, right? We display them on the field, and we have this, and we display them here. Okay. Okay. So to do this, and we put the address and here and here and here, right? So sometimes we don't want to have this there. We want to create what we call a popover, right? So we create a popover, right? We call it address, and inside the popover, we do this. Okay, we put the address fields in the popover, and we do this. Okay, oops. Sorry, my screen is so small. Okay, so I have the address here. So yeah, so far so good. Okay. So far so good. So I have the address here. Right? It's my address in the popover. So it's good. But what about I create a new layout? Okay. It's a form address example. It's my new layout. I'm opening. Okay. I close this. I don't want the header. I don't want this. I don't want this. I want to make it smaller. Okay. Make it smaller. Doesn't want to do that. What the heck? Okay. Okay. And I want to display my address fields here. Here, my address. Make it bigger. And so I have my address kind of stuff, right? And okay. Ooh, get on my nerve. Okay. So I have my layout. Okay. So now, instead of having, oops, I closed the file. Instead of having a popover. What about I have a button here, right? I have a button instead of a popover, and the popover say address, and I'm say okay, new window, the new window, and I want to display that in a card style, and I want to go to the layout address. Okay. So just it's very easy. So I create the layout, I put my address field in it, okay, and now I have a button here, and this one do this, and I have my address here in the card style window. Okay. You'll say, Nick, that's great, but the problem is this is okay, it's the same, you know. Yes, but what about the address is in another table, is in the test table, okay? The address here is not in that table, it's in another table, okay? So here, now you need a relationship. You need a relationship to display the address from the other table, okay? So now let's say I open my CASA window, the layout. I change this, the record. I want to go to test, not California anymore. So the layout is no longer connected to California, but it's connected to test. And I'm going to test, and I'm saying, okay, address. Actually, I can just do this. I go there, I select my new fields. Those fields are now from the test, not California. They're from test. And I don't have any relationship, okay? So what happened here? So if I do this now, the CASA window is still showing the address that is in California, in the test result, in the test table, right? So it's not into, so you can display a complete different context, completely out without having a relationship. So you don't display something related. So here it's a small example. Yes, of course, just having a mere relationship to go from this context to the address context, that easy is not harmful. But when you are in a much more complex situation, you will see that it's challenging sometimes to have the thing, right? Especially when you have a portal. When you display a portal here, it's much better to have a list where you can have, like I said before, you can sort, you can delete, you can add, you can do whatever you want. When you are in a portal here, let's say you display a portal here. Let's say I'm doing the same thing here, okay? I want to display the portal that I was displaying in the CASA window, okay? So let's create a relationship. You need a relationship, right? So let's say I'm creating a new relationship with tests, okay? And I am in California here, and I make that a Cartesian for now, okay? So I have my portal, my relationship. So I'm putting my portal here. I go to test file portal. I'm showing the portal, and I want, for example, I want this, okay? So I have a portal. Okay, I'm doing this. I want vertical scrolling. So I have a portal here, okay? Let me remove this. So I have my portal. So I click here, I have this, okay? By the way, oh yeah, this is going to another, okay. So I have a list here, okay? This is, it's a list in a portal, okay? So if I want to create a new record, you need to have this option checked here, create a new one, etc. Okay. So now let's do the same thing using the CASA window. So this is no longer. Let's reuse this one, and I make it. I want results, so I'm making that a list view. Okay. So I'm making that a list view. Okay. So now this is a list view. So make sure that this is a list view here. So I want that to display as a list view. So I change my script here. And so this is, let's call it popover, okay? That is Carl style. Okay. So now I'm changing new window and I'm going to address, but it's a list view now. So I need to define the 8 I want. Let's say I want the 8 to be 300. Okay. And so now, so this is a popover, and this is a Carl style window. So the advantage of this is that I can delete, I can create new, and sort. Right? I can find. So I can do all of this. Nothing you can do with this. You can't find there. You can't sort there. Yeah, you need to. If you need to sort, you need to go to the you know the table, the portal, and you click here. You say I want to sort, and it's static. It's there. So you said I want to sort by this. That's it. It's sorted. Okay. And look. I'm local. I am local, right? I'm local. Here, I go there. I want to sort. Same sort is instant almost, but still, right? So I'm not see here. So it's no comparison between those two, right? The technique is the same. You go out and here. And tomorrow and after tomorrow, I'm going to show you that you can go even further than that. Okay, but that I wanted you guys to understand the Carl style window. Before we go, I want to show you something here to meditate for tomorrow. Okay, so that's good, that's awesome, that's fantastic. But what happens if I want to go? I have a workflow like this one. I have a workflow like this one, hidden, and doing this. It goes to the test here, it do something. Then it goes to the context test 2, and it do something. Then it goes to the context text 3, and it do something. Then it goes to the context text 4, and it do something. Okay, so I'm doing multiple things. You know, I'm go there, I'm doing something, so all those test 4 and stuff like that, all of those are different contexts. Okay, different tables. Okay. Okay. So I'm jumping context to context like this. So now let's execute that. Look how it looks like. So I'm going to do this. The long one, okay? So here, executing task test table, okay? Then it go test 2 table. Then it go test 3 table. Then it goes test 4 table. And then it close, right? So you can't even imagine how helpful this can be to debug your stuff. Let's say you do something in test 1, test 2, test 3, everything fine. And then at the end of test 3, it stays on test 3 and never leave. It stays stuck in test 3. That means something wrong in my test 3 workflow. So it gives you it helps you to debug your own product. It helps you and in the future, you have people calling you, like recently somebody called me, hey Nick, we noticed that we have a message that say generate this, generate that, save this, save that, generate this. Okay, and when he said generate contribution PDF file, okay, then he's stuck there for maybe 20 minutes before he goes to the next step. I said, oh, okay, that's interesting. So I went to the workflow that was doing that, because the debugging is not like, oh, when I click print, it takes long. Okay, I'm printing, like, let's say 10 different documents at the same time. Which one? Okay, here, it takes long when you say generating prospective kind of, PDF. So I went there and said, okay, nothing wrong with my, nothing wrong with my stuff, everything okay. So I went to the data of the customer and I noticed, I go, what the heck is this? All the photos of the report that he wanted to print, they were like 1 gigabyte per photos. So the photo was so heavy. FileMaker could do what was doing its best. It has to extract the photos and stuff like that. So it was super, super heavy for FileMaker, right? So, but I debugged that in no time because I knew the customer told me where it was slow, right? So as you said, yeah, Twitch, great news perspective. It is. Like I said, for all people that use hidden windows to go somewhere, do something, and come back and close and go and stay where they were, don't try this anymore. Keep the same technique of opening a new window in a context, but instead of hiding it, you show it and you use it for your own benefits. Okay. So if we don't have any question, I think we can land the plane for today. Yeah, the Casa, look, it changed. I'm using Casa all the time. I don't know if Scott can hear. Yeah, it is. Look, let's be honest with you. At the end of those 3 days, I'm going to show you things. I couldn't do what I'm doing without the Casa window. I couldn't do it, or it would have been a big, big nightmare, and a big nightmare to do that. Yeah, thank you, Ken. Ken said thank you for the redo. Yeah, so detailed explanation. Yeah, it was important. I never intended to do a performance test here, but it's true that because the Castar window will force you of being clean, not displaying too much on the screen, and especially not displaying table views. Don't display table view or list view or whatever. If you want to display nothing, I'm creating layouts for that purpose. And before I was doing that, I was creating layout with nothing showing, blank layouts, just the layout tied. Just I wanted the layout to be tied to the context I want, right? This, okay. But now with the Casa window, since I have to create that layout and try to hide it, I said, wow, instead of hiding it, just using for your benefits, display it. And if the task you want to achieve is too short, I demonstrate FileMaker won't even try to display it. So why you want to try to hide something when FileMaker is hiding it for you? Okay, cool. So I think we're good to land the plane. I'm on time for the second time now. I'm very happy with me. But tomorrow will be a great day to. We are going to dig further into this, and I'm going to show you more applications. It will be more interesting because I'm going to show you how you can combine this to your benefits, and you can even display data that are not into the file you're in, right? That's fantastic. I'm going to show you tomorrow that the file will be somewhere in a server in Canada, and I'm going to show you that it will look like the data I'm going to display are there, right? So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. It was great as usual to be here, and hope you enjoyed. Sorry for my camera. Try to fix that for good. And Miles, we good to go? So you there tomorrow?
I think we're going to be back to Los Osos tomorrow.
Okay. So with Christian?
Yeah, with either Christian or Haley. I'm not sure yet. But
okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And we'll chat tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.